I am back up in Duluth, only today it is February. I'm gonna see if I can get some cool ice shots with my large format on 4x5. So far I've only taken one. It's been cold out. I haven't been able to really take my gloves off for more than 10 minutes. Sure is peaceful up here though, that's for darn sure. When I mean frozen, I mean it's like 10 degrees, wind chill, negative something right now. So today I think I'm mostly going to be scouting. Sorry, let me catch my breath. So today I think I'm mostly going to be scouting as my fingers just get kind of frozen. I did take 2 shots with my 4x5 and it was a little bit brutal. But if I see something I like, I will still give it a shot. But it's supposed to warm up in the next couple days, so I kind of want to see what's around here. And then from there I'll go ahead and decide what I actually want to take pictures of. I'd say overall it's a pretty beautiful day for the most part. It's just when that wind picks up, it really kind of bites right through you. So, but right now it's kind of calm and nice. Always kind of peaceful around here. The sun's coming out. Could fit to be a beautiful evening. Besides, for me, most of the fun in film photography is always kind of the hunt, you know, looking for things, the anticipation of things. Sometimes actually when I get out and even am actually taking the picture, it's not as fun as the anticipation of actually doing it. Sometimes. But it's all good. It's all fun. Where are these falls? It said 0.9 miles. Feels like I've been walking for a day. Holy crap. Actually ended up taking quite a few more shots than I anticipated. Kind of down in this little valley, and it was a little bit warmer than it was up above. So I'm pretty excited to see how those turned out. Now I get to hike back. It's turned out to be a pretty beautiful evening. Now I get to go up the hill. Shit. So if you come all the way down here, that means you got to go back up. Holy crap, I made it to the top. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. I forgot what a pain in the butt it is. Excuse me, gonna catch my breath. When you're in really cold weather, like really cold, and you're under the dark cloth, your ground glass starts to fog up. Man, is that annoying. So if anybody has any tips for that, and not hold my breath either, that's a dumb tip. But if anybody has any tips for what to do with the ground glass fogging up like that, I mean, I just kept taking my glove and wiping it, but wow, what a pain in the ass. What a pain in the butt. I forgot, it's been a while since I was out in the frigid cold with my camera. Plus I was really trying to, it took me a while to get some of that focus. I had to use a lot of back tilt, so I was under there for a while kind of squatting, so my breathing was a little heavy and it really fogged up the glass. Made it kind of a pain, but I am pretty excited for the shots, so looking forward to seeing those. But first I got to get out of this Minnesota Northwoods, take the 0.9 mile hike back. So perfect. So I'm currently at Ilgen Falls up in north of Duluth. It's been really pretty up here. A little treacherous, almost fell through the ice up there a little while ago, so I'm trying to keep my distance. It was so tempting to get down in there and try and be in it, but gotta be careful up here. Like everything else, we'll see what we get when we end up in the darkroom. But I've been using that app, the Reciprocity app, in that whole workflow, and I just want to give a quick update. It's been working good, but for some reason that app doesn't save the zone placements. So what I've done is now in GoodNotes, I just make I made one notebook for all of my Duluth pictures with a date for this trip. And right as soon as I place the zones on the picture in the Reciprocity, I export it to that folder immediately. That way I don't have to worry about the zone placement being lost, because it seems like if I place those zones and then just wait to do it later, the zone placements aren't there anymore. But if I do it right away, then it works. So just a little update on that. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going around having fun shooting some pictures. So I'm gonna hike back to the car. My feet are soaked. Really scared the crap out of me. I was in the upper falls and what looks to be really, really thick ice, and I wasn't, it wasn't deep, so I was like, okay, but the snow is really deep. And if I didn't go plunging through, went probably about to my backpack in snow, feet went down into the river, I was able to easily like pull myself back up, thank goodness. But anyway, my feet got soaked, nothing else got wet, but enough to scare the crap out of me. It's like I always try and be safe, but you know, you see that shot that you want, and it's really tempting to do some stupid shit, pardon my language, but that's what it was, and I'm lucky I made it out okay. Yeah, it wasn't so much that the river was so deep, it was that I plunged through, you know, there was a soft spot in the snow, and that's what kind of, I just went deep, and then, you know, like I said, my feet hit the water for sure. They're just soaked, which I was gonna do a 3-mile hike. Actually, they don't feel bad, but I don't know if I want to do a 3-mile hike right now in wet feet, so might have to save that one for another day. But hey, at least I can save that one for another day, right? Oh, I just forgot something. I wanted to look too. So let me see. I just realized that I took some pics of the falls, and then I didn't use any movements, and then I kind of looked at it and I said, you know what, if I used a little bit of front swing, I could kind of you know, put the plane of focus more on how the falls were falling. So I shot another frame, but I didn't put that in the notes, so I wanted to look and just see if in the notes, if they're time-stamped, and they are. So that's another good thing. So see, I found another good thing about using apps and digital stuff. See, it's time-stamped, so when I go back through, I should have 2 film holders in here of basically the same picture, but I know the second one, I used a little bit of front swing. So yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted to check. Tell you what, if you ever decide to come up this way, make sure you get some of these, let's see, I'll show you. Make sure you get some of these cleats. And not the cheap little ones you walk around town with. You want the real deal. Because it gets icy up here. And these things, these will save your life. Just make your life easy too. So much better walking with these things. Whew. All right, to the next spot. So my intentions were to come out this way tomorrow because we're supposed to get a bunch of snow. But in true Minnesota style, they're calling for like a snow emergency. Like 24 hours of snow or 8 inches or I don't know. But it's supposed to be pretty gnarly. So it might be a little too snowy to even get out here. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna take a look and see what I can see. It's getting kind of late in the day, but you know, give it a shot anyway. So I'm at this is the Split Rock Lighthouse Park. And I don't know, there's some cool stuff around here. But I just want to take a look, see what I can find. So like I said, I might not be able to find anything tomorrow. So I'm coming up on the lighthouse. It does look really pretty. Not sure if I'm gonna take any pictures, but the sun's kind of hitting it nicely. But I'll just kind of see about framing it up, see what I can do. Yeah, the sun's actually hitting it pretty cool. sudden the sun just kind of hit the lighthouse, and I ran to get it, and I couldn't get my exposure figured out. So I should have given Tri-X 6 seconds. I only gave it 3 seconds. So I think I am just gonna give it a little bit more development and see if that pulls it through. I think it'll still be a killer image. I'm gonna pack it up. Man, if I had some color film right now, it'd be gorgeous. So I'm just gonna place that zone at 6, because I did place the shadows at 4 and the lighthouse at 7. And I'll just drop it down, give it more development, and I think it'll still be pretty cool. And it might actually kind of bring that sky down a little bit anyway, so we'll have to wait and find out. How is there dog hair in my lens cap? That is the question. So who knows, I might be back out this way tomorrow, or I might be taking the day off. Just all depends. But for now, I'm gonna go warm up. That's a Split Rock Lighthouse. So this is a very popular photography spot. I've shot here a couple times. Once at the Hasselblad, I got some pretty cool pictures. This time we did it with the Linhof, and yeah, I think I might have underexposed the last ones, but you know, I got them off and the sun was pretty intense, so I am gonna give it a little bit more development. So even if I get that extra contrast but still have that lighthouse pop, it might, you know, it might even work in my favor. And I'm sure there'll still be enough shadow detail regardless, so we'll see. But you know, that's part of the adventure, is trying. And now I know if I'm ever up here again that at this time of year anyway, the sun comes down there, because I was expecting it just to kind of go to the left, but the sun went down this way, and it was weird. So like the tree line kind of, it brought it up, and it just put like a spotlight of light on the lighthouse. So it was really cool. Anyway, now I know that it does that. Whether it does that year round, probably not, but in February it does. So there you go. Time to hike out of here and go warm up my wet feet. Just glad it was a little bit warmer out today, because having wet feet out in this weather can be kind of not a good thing, but it felt fine, so we're good to go. So those might actually be the last pictures I take while I'm up in Duluth. It just really depends if that snowstorm comes in and we get as much snow as they're anticipating. That guy just told me a foot of snow, but the weather changes up here so rapidly, you really don't know. So I could spend the day tomorrow in a little bit of snow getting some really cool pictures, or a lot of snow getting some really cool pictures, or not being able to really do anything at all. I'll just have to wait and see. So for now, we'll just call this a wrap on this video. Hope you loved coming along up in Duluth, watching me like literally get my feet wet. Well, you didn't see that, but I literally got my feet wet taking some ice and snow pictures up here. See you in the next video. Peace.